Welcome back to the Ortovox Naked Sheep training blog. 4 weeks of training are over. I hope you've been able to keep up with it so far and aren't too tired. Now we'll start with a recovery week, thank God, after 4 weeks of training. And the first session for the recovery week is a new one for you. It's a session called Stay Flexible. It's another flexibility session, complements the open door session. You can once again find a detailed PDF on the Ortovox website. And now I'll show you 2 key exercises from this session. The first is hip circles, and in the second, we'll get in position on the floor with the pike and stinger stretch. Always keep in mind that endurance and strength sessions aren't the only kind of training sessions. And flexibility sessions and mobility sessions are just as important. So let's continue with the exercises, and we'll start with hip circles. For standing hip circles, you should try as far as possible to just keep the range of movement in the hip. You use one leg for stability and try to raise your knee as high as possible. Then rotate outwards, turn your hip up, lift your leg, lift your foot, and then move it behind you. You'll feel a stretch in your front thigh and in your hip flexor. Use one leg for stability. Keep your upper body upright. That's important during this exercise. Exercise 2. On the floor. Front leg at 90 degrees. We prop ourselves up. You'll feel a tension in your glutes, and then you rotate down and inwards, and then back and upwards as far as possible with your upper body. In again. Rotate back and upwards. Together with the Open Doors program, that's your second flexibility program for the next 2 weeks. Today's video is about a new interval training session, the 16-minute interval. And in the 16-minute interval, we always have 4 strenuous minutes, 3 minutes of rest, 4 minutes as fast as possible, 3 minutes of rest. We repeat until we've completed a total of 16 minutes at high intensity. During the 4 minutes, you run or walk with sticks up a mountain path. It's important that you keep the tempo high throughout the whole 4 minutes, but are also consistent. So you shouldn't give 100% right out of the blocks during the ascent and then end up slowing down a lot. You should keep a consistent tempo throughout the 4 minutes, rest for 3 minutes, and then start the next 4 minutes with a consistent tempo once again. That's the information on the 16-minute interval. Have fun, try it out. But don't be surprised if it's tiring. But as we explained in the intro right at the start, this training is meant to be at both extremes. Gentle forest walks and leisure tours contrast with intense intervals, 1-minute intervals, knee squats, pelvis raises, or 1-minute running intervals, or indeed this 16-minute interval. Have fun and power through.